Yeah. What's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, it's shit's real. We talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpion, New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm letting him introduce himself.
You know what it do, man. Try to work the guy, the GOAT artist, LB, Lauderdale Boss, GreenGangRadio.com in the building.
Yes, sir. Ring gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm letting him introduce himself.
Hey yo, what it do? You already know who this is. Your boy King P, Bodega Box in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go.
Yes, sir. King people, they could pay straight from the sewer. You know what I'm saying? Taking the day off from find all the crime and all the reprobates and miscreants out there, keeping our cities and our streets safe, for our children and shit, man. We salute you for your service. And last but certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey yo, what's fly? It's your boy Conscious Pod, aka the West Coast Avenger, number one contender, preparing for liftoff. Let's get it, man. Special
Yes,
edition.
sir. Conscious pilot, he stays elevated above the clouds. You dig? You know what I'm saying? And hopefully there's no turbulence, pilot. You know what I'm saying? We try,
just a little, just something slight, some little.
Word. And last but certainly not least, man, we got a guest on our show tonight, man. And it's my honor, to have, heavyweight prospect, man. You better watch this cat because he's gonna go far. We got Mr. Jeremiah Dreamland Milton, man. How you doing today, champ?
Yo, I'm doing good, man. Jeremiah Dreamland Milton. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma, aka Black Wall Street,
Black
aka
Wall
the
Street.
land. You know what I'm saying? I rep that with a lot of pride. So yeah, I'm out here in Vegas now, just doing my thing. 4-0 right now. Hopefully, we fighting again soon.
Yes, sir. If you're not familiar with Jeremiah Milton, he kind of went viral, a couple fights ago, man. I'm pretty sure everyone saw the knockout, man. ESPN had it on there. World Star had it. World Star Hip Hop had it on there, man. You faced Javon Daphne, man, and you kind of froze him like paralysis on the ropes, and you went viral because dude was just frozen like this, and you showed restraint. And not because the referee was kind of slow to actually get in there and wave the shit off, and you showed restraint and not hit him again, and that actually resonated with a lot of people. Like, oh, okay, this is some shit right here. Like he could have sent him, he could have really sent him to Dreamland, what I'm saying? But nah, he didn't. The referee finally got the clue that this dude was out of there, and bam, your clip was like shared like everywhere, man, like everywhere.
Yeah, I even made a GIF out of that.
I mean, real like, that I think what resonated the most with people is like there's so many different like things you could take from that. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that I didn't hit him again, the fact that he was making this crazy face. I mean, he was already in Dreamland. He probably wouldn't have ever came back, if I hit him again. So
Right.
there's a lot to take from it, man. Even I'm in the gym with the dude today. He come in there. He's a singer, I guess. Came in the Mayweather gym. That's why I train at. He sings the song, Standing in the Hall of Fame. He knew who I was right off the top. I'm like, that's, it's just wild. A lot of people did see that, man. 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? He knew exactly who I was, not by name, but, by image. So, it's been crazy.
Yeah, and I believe it, man. Because like I said, because I was talking with the fellas earlier. It's like, one of the questions that we usually get is like, who's next up for American heavyweights, man? Like everyone wants to know is like, who's next up? Obviously now the main attraction for American heavyweights is Deontay Wilder, but they always want to know who's next. Like who's the next guy is up because let's be real. We all know the heavyweight division. Heavyweight division, as the heavyweight division goes, everyone goes, especially if there's American heavyweights. And obviously the heavyweight division has not been dominated by Americans in pretty much 20-something years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, here, this is an American heavyweight prospect. So you need to get familiar with Jeremiah Dreamland Milton right here. You know what I mean? So Jeremiah, so pretty much, obviously the basic question, like how and why did you get started into boxing? Like what brought you into the sport to actually do it?
To summarize everything, you know what I'm saying? Like my high school teacher gave me my first pair of gloves, and it turned out, we used to just have little hood fights Friday nights. Really, that's what it was, man. I was out on 36th Street North, Mohawk Manor, And you know, my mom, you know, she used to tell me like, "Hey, you need to stop doing that because these people, you know, what I'm saying they was like, you know, gangbangers, whatever, you know, what I'm saying different people out there." But we would
Mhm.
just meet up Friday nights. We'd be out there underneath the lights, and then like that sparked the interest. But I didn't start doing it for real, until like I decided to stop playing college ball. So I didn't compete until 22 years old, and I quit
Okay.
uh, football to take up boxing. Now, you know, I don't have that uh, every football player story. No, I grew up with my fair share of scraps, and then like I really turned myself into a student of the game. And so, and then within 3 years, you know, I'm on the Olympic team as the alternate, but I turned that down when they tried to get me to come back to go pro. And
Mhm.
now I'm 2 years as a pro. But you know, it's about just really living in the craft and like really like honing your skills.
Oh yeah, for sure, no doubt about that. And like, who's your biggest influence on actually, and you becoming a boxer? Like anyone, any boxer in particular, or
Now, I mean, there was always people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up watching the you know, all the movies and stuff about fights. There's always
Mhm.
seemed to be somebody fighting, you know, we was always fighting in the neighborhood. But like, I would say movie influences over like actual boxers. Then of course Floyd grabbed my attention, so it's kind of ironic that I'm in his gym, you know, a few years later,
it was
really
written,
shutting
bro.
it
It
down.
was written.
It was written, man. Like there was always something calling me back to, you know, this sport. And you know, I was watching the 2016 Olympics, and I feel like, yo, I could actually do this myself, um, as a pro, though, not really on the Olympic squad or anything like that. I just felt like I could be on the top, you know. And yeah, at the time, you know, I wasn't really nothing, man. I had my video pop up March 17th is when, I guess when I had my first amateur fight, because it popped up on a memory on Facebook, and I was like, yo,
Oh
so
shit.
thank the Lord for progress, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
still,
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
We're in another question. How'd you get the nickname Dreamland? Like, who gave that to you, or did you give that to yourself? And what was the event that caused that?
Nah, nah, I gave it to myself. You know, it's actually tatted on my neck right there. And I
Okay.
had the tattoo before I went by the name, you know. So that's significant to my city. Dreamland was a theater out there on Black Wall Street. And so
Okay.
you know, I was telling people, you know, I'm the pride of Black Wall Street. I'm the one coming from Tulsa, you know what I'm saying, putting it down in the ring.
Yes,
But they
sir.
was getting the message mixed up. You know, they was like, you know, revenge for Black Wall Street, which is cool in context, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not me. I'm not a vengeful person like that. I just do what I do. And so, you know, I sitting there thinking about it, and I said, you know what, like, because I got all these people trying to tell me what this means, you know what I'm saying? Black Wall Street, they don't know about it. I just said, you
Mhm.
know what, what about Dreamland? So I ran it by the homie back home, actually. I said, yo, and he was like, well, you know, your life has been like a movie, you know what I'm saying? And Dreamland was a theater. You know, it was a theater where everybody used to go. So like, whenever they come see me, it's like, you know, welcome to the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send the dude to Dreamland. You know what I'm saying? And I'm,
I
you know,
like
I'm
that.
Bars.
Dreamland. So that's
I
what it
like
is. When
that.
I step into town, it's a party when dreams show up. You know?
I like that. That's what's up, because most people, they don't have like no meaning behind their nickname, or it's real basic, though. But you just dropped in like real heavy on that. I like
You
that.
had a real origin tale, so
Yeah.
I respect that, and I also respect how you got like that. I guess the street fight culture over there, and how you was brought up in it. Because in Florida, South Florida, that's big down here. You know, with Kimbo and
Oh
all those
yeah,
guys back in the day, and even
yeah,
Masvidal. Like, so you know, it's
yeah.
big
I
in
seen his
Florida. So
video.
yeah,
Right.
so it's cool. Like, you know, you see it in other regions around the country. So that's dope.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we was out there, man. Like, and I was 15 years old, man. I wasn't drinking, I wasn't busting, I wasn't doing nothing wrong. So like, I had an advantage over some of these grown men, you know, that was doing all this stuff. Um, you know what I'm saying? And then the thing about it is like I had these title DVD tapes, man. I ain't had no bed in my room. So like I could practice, had all the space, and I just practiced 1, 2, and a hook. And
Oh
that's all I
damn.
did for the streets, man. That's all I did. Man, it was good days. Cause I'm telling you, like my brothers, you know what I'm saying, they was gang affiliated. Um, and they was trying to keep me away from it, but I was close. I was close to taking that route. And you know, boxing, fighting, not gonna say boxing, but you know, they was like, yo, that boy got a pair of hands, you know, and that gave me my identity. You know what I'm saying? So it made me like last out there without getting too close to something else.
Well, that's what's up, yeah. Yeah, you definitely
Real
got a
talk.
unique origin story about you throwing hands. Like it was actually, I mean, some way it's actually kind of refreshing though. Seriously, like
And it's some movie shit. Like you gotta keep winning. You gotta get that title so you can get that movie deal. Like this is real interesting shit.
Yo, cause it's wild. Cause like you know what, like first time I sparred with Tyson Fury, I sparred with him last year right before the Deontay Wilder 3. And yo, I'm getting in the ring. I thought back and I had to call the homie back home. I said, bro, this all started, you know, just because I chose to walk outside and catch a fade with a dude. That started it. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm standing there talking about ding ding with the heavyweight champ of the world. You know?
Yeah, it's amazing how things just like play out. Like you just never know what your destiny is going to be. Like you just don't know what event's going to trigger this. Like, that's real, man.
Yeah, put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be dreaming about it though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of hard work.
For sure. AOP, I know you had a question. I know you wanted to ask him.
Well, I was gonna ask him actually, Jeremiah. One thing I was gonna ask you is you said you grew up playing football in school. What was the transition like from going to football to going to boxing? Because it's two different sports. The preparation, everything is the environment, everything is different. So was it hard transitioning from football to boxing, or did you find it easy? Like how was that like?
Nah. For me, it was easier. Like, cause like I said, I wasn't actually the typical football player. Like, believe it or not, I didn't play football till my senior year, and ended up getting a college offer to go play. So I was gifted like that, where I had it in me to just. And I'm gonna say like I'm gifted with a great work ethic, not just natural abilities, not just genetics, but my work ethic. You know what I'm saying allows me to transform myself into where I need to be. So in that sense, like when I put on a team, I found it hard being a part of a team sport because not everybody's gonna work as hard as you,
True.
And so when you're stuck with, half the team really giving they all, and then some people, cutting corners, that always reflects on you as a whole. So I always like taking on individual responsibilities because, if I'm putting in, my 100 and I still come up short, then I can, reevaluate some stuff and I can point fingers at myself. I don't like to blame nobody for nothing. I like to take complete ownership of any situation I'm in.
Right.
And that's one thing you can do in that ring. You can just own the moment.
Yeah, okay. In football, you definitely, is because there's always someone who either doesn't want to own up to what they did or stuff like that, and then you might have to get into a scrap, and it might end up to some situations. I know you must have seen some fights pop off with that happening.
Oh, football players, they try to fight you because they think that because they play football that they, really tough. But, people found out real quick where I was coming from. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I got into one scrap out there. Actually, me and that dude is real cool now. You know what I'm saying? He wishes me happy birthday and shit. What happened, man, was like, I remember one time, man, it's the most embarrassing thing ever, man. Like, they set the formation wrong on the field, and I was left like double gapped. Mm-hmm. And there was two lanes where dude could run through, and he scored a fucking touchdown. Oh shit! And then we get to the film because I got cussed out. Homecoming, they dragged me off the freaking sideline. You know what I'm saying? I'm the all-star. I'm one of the all-star players of the team, leading the conference in sacks, tackles. Third. I'm about to be league because we have 4 scrub teams left. Cussing me out, talk to me dirty on the sideline. I ain't cussing back out. I'm respectful to my coaches. And then we watch the film, and you see the formation is set wrong. Instead of giving me an apology, you just cuss me out again in front of the whole team. I knew then I was done. I knew then I was like, yo, I'm cool.
Yeah, because you're gonna end up knocking out your coach, and that's gonna lead to a whole different situation. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just saved that lousy pieces. I saved him from getting knocked out by another player like a week before. I had to step in between a linebacker and him. Like this linebacker got kicked off the team at that point. You know what I'm saying? So there's, I don't know, man. That was like a moment to where I was just like, yo, I think it was just a bad school choice. In hindsight, I was younger too. I think an older me would have probably made a decision to just finish my schooling at least, because I walked away from, my entire scholarship. I'm like I say, I'm not afraid to start over, and when you got somebody like that's coming from the bottom, you can't send me any lower than where I already came from. So like, yeah, I shot myself in the foot a little bit, but it always works out for me because I'm gonna just climb back up.
Oh, and that's real, man. That's like
Bars.
that's bars, like words to live by, man. So yeah, man. Like also in terms of obviously just being around boxing, you've like as you've made the transition from football player into boxing, like what's the biggest lesson that you've learned in the sport?
In the sport of boxing?
Yeah,
Oh, the biggest lesson I learned?
yeah.
I mean, the biggest lesson I say I would take away from boxing is the better you can create the life that you live outside the ring, the farther you'll go in this. And I mean, the more sacrifices you make, the farther you go too. But like, you have to structure your life in a way that is sustainable. I've been around many of the greats of right now. I got to watch Canelo train. I see how these people run their camps. I've been close and personal. I've seen it. And being a smart dude, a dude that's also educated, I can look and I can see like what makes these guys successful. And they limit themselves to be truly great. You know what I'm saying? They're not worried about a lot of things that could wear on you mentally. So you have to keep your mind elevated in this sport. The biggest lesson is to always, you know what I'm saying, if you have some things that are pulling you away from the gym and you walk into the gym, you might get hurt that day.
Okay,
So
yeah.
be careful.
Yeah, because I mean, boxing is a serious sport. Like you don't play boxing, man. Like if you're not on point, you might take that one shot that just might end it for you. Like you just never know.
Yeah. The boxing is a sport where your best day is right now. Tomorrow, you roll your ankle walking down the stairs, something stupid. So your best day, you gotta get the most out of this every day. From every opportunity too.
Definitely. So, what's the worst mistake you've made in boxing so far?
Well, I mean, I've definitely made a lot of those, but I would say, maybe sometimes trusting the wrong people. Like being a football player, right, or athlete that, because what made me a good football player was, they tell me to hit the hole or they run through this brick wall, I just do it. Oh, that's the direction I need to go. Boom, I do it. But I think in boxing, because it is based off how you feel and what you're doing at the moment, and it reflect back on you. You have to learn how to listen, and you have to also learn how to listen to yourself. You have these coaches, you know what I'm saying, that will almost be like every time, like they know more than what you know at every turn, and this is a gambling sport, so I'm betting on myself. So I got to listen to myself too. Now I can't get too big to where I'm not listening, nobody not learning. But what I would say is like, it's a mistake if a dude is telling you to do something out of your element that might wind up getting you hurt or something stupid,
Right.
So yeah, being an athlete that would just, no, you kind of find out what your style is or what you like. So you got to be able to speak up, be like, nah, that really ain't it for me. And I do that now. I do that for sure. But in the beginning, I was just telling somebody this story. When I won nationals Western back in the amateurs, I come through the first 2 days and I trained myself and I piggybacked off of coaches when I got there.
Oh,
I just
shit.
met some coaches and we worked and we won the whole thing. But the first 2 days, I had two coaches that were telling me something that, I was smaller too. I was like 215. So they was telling me, oh, yeah, go in there. We're going to hit them with this. Boom, we're going to hit them with that. They ain't looking at my weight. They ain't telling me that I'm a small heavyweight. So I'm like, yeah, because I got that dog in me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm boom, 2 stoppages. Then the next day, it's the finals. I get one last coach who was doing this thing and stuff like that. No, but he was almost talking to me like I was this guy's big and he's got a lot of weight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move back, and I'm like, all right, I'm just following the game plan.
Right.
Man, I'm running around the ring for this boy, which I didn't even need to do. And this motherfucker come out, hit me with some shit. And I'm like, yo, this bullshit ain't working. So I get back, and he just goes from trying to coach me a motivational speech. And I'm already like, okay, I'll take that, because I already threw out what he said. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, no, I'm gonna fuck this nigga up next round I go out there. This bullshit you had me doing lost me this first fucking round. Now I got 2 rounds to fix this shit. I come back and I'll fix it. But dude, what the fuck got you there? That's what I learned, dog.
That's real tough, man. Thank you. I love that story.
That nigga came out the first round, hit me with some bullshit, and I'm like, oh, use your back foot. Nah, nigga, what? This nigga's stalking me down right now. Oh shit. Yep.
Oh shit. That's definitely something. That's something you can definitely learn from.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Now,
hey, real stuff. Man, I'm gonna say this last thing too, dog. Like, check it out, man. So I made it to the Olympic team, dog. And when I made it to the Olympic team, I went down, and I did a couple trips here and there, different states, just to pull up and get work, just to pull up and work with different coaches too.
Of course,
wasn't nothing in Oklahoma for me. And I'll go to this coach, and then like, yo, some of his fighters was like, oh, I recognize you from Team USA. Hey, I know you out there. And then he was like, man, F Team USA, man. They don't know da-da-da-da. I'm like, bruh, it's Team USA. Like, that's where it's at. Like, them boys is winning for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Look at Keyshawn Davis, Jared Anderson, Duke Ray. All these boys, they spent some time with Team USA. There's a couple of them that's, not that great, but, it's Team USA. Like, they winning for a reason. So you got to, like, when people try to just be like, a lot of this boxing stuff with egos and stuff, man, that's why egos is dead to me. Because people be really mad, on successful shit.
Facts.
In life.
Facts.
Man. They have no reason either.
No reason, bro. No reason. So I'm trying to figure out what they doing, because them motherfuckers winning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they winning on a high level every time. So why would you knock that? You can't knock it.
It's low-key sabotaging, though, man. Like, a lot of people do that in boxing. They throw some shit your way that damn well ain't gonna work. And it just happens on every level, like from coaching to management, promotion, everything.
Yeah, man, from every angle, the business angle, the fighter angle. It's bad being a heavyweight too whenever they think, oh, that's where the money's at, because like ain't nobody going, they really trying to hold on to you. They really trying to keep you. They trying to, they just got these little manipulative tactics. But I'm more than just a fighter, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you check my Instagram bio, it say artist, man, because I'm an expressor. I'm a life expressor too, and I use my mind. So like, you ain't about to just have me out here looking silly.
Word.
Hell yeah.
I feel that. So I mean,
Jeremiah,
okay, Pete, go ahead.
Do you feel like, is there any, like, in your mind, do you feel like there's any like pressure, especially considering you're a young heavyweight in America, where it's like we always want the next best thing? So it's like now the old crop of fighters, they're going to be gone soon. Now you got the new young ones that are going to be up top, and there's expectations. So it's like, does that ever get in your mind a pressure of making it to the top of the heavyweight sport in the division, in a sport that's they're big on heavyweights? This is the heavyweight country.
No, look, I ain't gonna take, like, every day I walk in the gym now, people like, they staring, they dapping me up, they showing mad love, and it's real. But like, everybody's kind of waiting to see what I'm gonna do next, or how's he gonna look today, how's he gonna spar, I don't know. I just adopted the philosophy into my life, damned if I do, damned if I don't, and I think that's been working out better for me, just because, like, no matter what you say or what you do, people gonna have their opinions. They're gonna like want to rate that or do that. And so, like, I just want to live up to who I am. You know what I'm saying? What I bring to the table. And I mean, I'm bringing a lot of heat. I take more risks than most of these boys. So like, I don't see myself having a problem.
Word.
That's what's up.
Now, if there's something you could do over again in boxing, what would it be?
Hey, I don't know, man. I mean, I might know that answer. I don't know, but maybe I want to put it on that live. Hey, hey, you know what?
Hey, come on, bro, drop it, bro, drop it. I know you want to say it.
That's gonna cause more problems, man. That's
Oh,
gonna cause
man.
a lot more problems.
Oh boy.
You know what? I don't know, man. You know what? I think, like I say, of course, it'd be great to go back and fix some things. You know, that's just not the reality we live in. You know, so you just gotta be more mindful moving forward, man. You know, like just be aware moving forward. Like I say, there's a lot of things I would like to fix. Maybe maybe I ought to, you know, just did something different going into my training. You know, I made it to Olympic trials. I lost, placed silver. I was one away from the gold medal round, which would have definitely put me in a further position as you go into the pros.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but hey, ain't too much I could change about that now. Like I say, if there was one thing I could change, maybe I would have just, you know, taught myself this other little step or something stupid like that. That just cost me. That fight was a very small fight. Cost me a little small window.
Now, would you ever redo staying in the amateurs and trying to at least go for a medal, or you actually
Hell
happen
no.
just to go? I mean,
Hell no. Look, the amateurs, that shit is. Look, I tell everybody they need to do it because they need to get the experience. Is it worth being on Team USA? Like, if they like you, you know what I'm saying? Like, they handed us a paper, man. Like, I'm telling you, bro, I wish I still had that packet. I might have it maybe somewhere, but they handed us a paper that read the criteria on how, like, they're gonna pick the U.S. representative to go to the Olympics. And that shit was so upside down. It pretty much read like, and I'm like, I tell you, man, I'm a smart man, so I'm reading this shit. You know, so it pretty much read like, hey, we're just gonna pick who we want to pick at the end of the day, and that's what it's gonna be. Like, so there's a point system. You get certain amount of points for winning tournaments and stuff, but those points are very low, or even medaling. You have to medal at the tournaments, but it's low points. Some people get points from walking in. So let's say the kids that were already there, they got 5 points, and you walk in with 2. Yeah,
yo,
they
that
get
doesn't make
5
no
points.
sense.
They get 5
That make
points
no
for being
sense.
there. Bro, me and my coach, we just looking at each other like, well, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, it's like something you do if you're like younger and you have no responsibilities. I have my first son on the way too, Julian. So, you know, there was no options of sticking around for me. I need to make some real money.
Yeah, feel that.
And still, like, so yeah, it don't make sense, man. Like I say, it really read like, so I'm gonna come in with 2 points. The other guy's gonna come off with 5, and you get graded on shit like personality and punctuality and shit. You know, like,
Cool.
Personality, like,
What the?
Yo, it
I mean,
sounds
I
like
could
like I
live
say,
with understand punctuality. Like,
yeah,
don't
you
want a
got to
nigga
be
to
on
be late
time.
all the time.
You don't want a nigga to be
Personality,
late all the time, but you know, like, but that shit is higher than winning the fight.
nah, I
Like,
disagree with that. Like, the fight should be the bottom line. Like, yeah,
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
you.
I mean, you know, like I say, like, I don't know who. There was some guys, I guess, that would kind of sleep in and be late, you know, but I'm telling you, like, I could give the punctuality a go, but like the personality and other stuff, like,
Yeah.
that was part of their grade criterion.
Damn,
You know?
damn, sounds like the amateur system is like really broken. If doing all that shit, like, geez, like,
Now they're gonna make sure that whoever they really want in that position is gonna go.
or it's that and
Yeah,
politics is like, you
yeah, I
know,
was gonna
some
say
people
it sounds very political to me.
Yeah, that's amateur politics. You know, the pros already have its own like dirty little secrets about the pros, but like really though, you're gonna cheat people out of something they've been working for. And I can't say that I've been working for it my whole life. So like I can't have that same oh man, I can't have that same disappointment. Like I was very like, oh, what's next whenever I didn't make the team. But at the same time, I couldn't imagine, you know what I'm saying, getting robbed like that. And I've been boxing since I was like 12 or something, and that's been my goal, you know? So I don't know, man. you know, and then you come out, you sacrifice a lot in the amateurs. You know, no money off of those fights, chasing those fights down, doing GoFundMe's, get my people to pay for that. Yeah, that was tough.
Damn.
Word. It's like no looking back, no turning back. I don't blame you.
Oh, never.
And at
You
least
gotta
the
keep
pro
moving
politics,
forward.
you get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna agree to something, you know, and you know what you're going into when you're facing it. You know, so it is what it is.
Oh, that's yeah, damn. No, that's some real shit though. So tell me, Jammer. So what does your training routine like consist of, man? So what do you do? You know, just to make sure you stay sharp in the gym, man. Like, you know, like your favorite equipment. What do you like to do? Your favorite drills and stuff of that nature.
I mean, you know, I guess I'm gonna say, like, of course, sparring is like one of the main things you gotta do to stay sharp. You know, sometimes I don't like I guess whenever I'm not fighting or something like that, maybe because of my background of not usually like I said, I didn't have when I moved to Vegas, that's the first time I've ever been actually coached by a boxing coach. Is with the coaches I've had out here in the last 2 years. So usually like they might have plans or something for me. I like to get my mitt work in if I can get that in, you know, but I like to hit the bag and just work on my stuff, shadow box. You know, really like, you know, it depends. Depends on the day of the structure, but you can leave me alone too and I'm gonna still get the work in. You know, like a lot of people like they gonna like walk off but I kinda like not being bothered sometimes. Because people will bother my coach or something, they'll bother somebody else and then, you know, they're talking like, yo, what the fuck you talking about?
Yo, that's real talk. Yo, I mean, honestly, because I think all of us has been in the gym. Like, one of the things that we've hated is just like cats that go in there and just like talking some bullshit or they're not taking this shit seriously. That shit used to burn me up. Like, you know,
Socialize.
like you'll be in there, you know, doing little shadow boxing and stuff like that, and you see some nigga in there just fooling around and doing some other bullshit, and you just like, yo, get out of here, yo, do something else, yo. You know, we trying to train.
Yeah, that shit lights me up, man, because like, you know, like I'm a real professional, you know, and you know, that's something I used to see a lot more back home, but you still see it out here, which is wild. Like people really just showing up, doing the same shit every day and in the same spot. Like I hate feeling like I'm not making progress. That should eat me up more than anything.
Word. Now, what's your whole like philosophy on sparring? Because I know when we talked to Johnny last week, you know, shout out to Johnny Rice. You know what I'm saying? Like Johnny used to,
Rice.
Yeah, Johnny used to be like, you know, he hates sparring, but you know he does it, man. Do you also hate to spar too, or you search for the word?
Hey, you know what? Like I don't like sparring for me. Like it starts to get pointless because me and Johnny, we sparred. They still spar over there, like, you know, like a motherfucker. That's why Johnny's probably like, man, yo, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I still spar on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We just don't have as many heavyweights. So like me and the guy that I'm sparring with mostly, you know what I'm saying? We kind of like got a lot of each other's looks down. You know, it kind of sucks, you know, that we don't get a whole bunch of new looks all the time, like Bones. Shit, there would be like 5 of us over there. We spar on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We get the best work at Bones, man, and that's why Johnny. You know, Johnny's been in the game 7 years as a pro. You know, he hates sparring, but low key, like he could flip a switch, bro. Don't he be lying to y'all, dog? He be trying to lie to everybody. Like, that motherfucker could box, and he could really like throw some shit. Like he just be like, "Oh yeah, I didn't do too good." Then I talk to somebody else, and they be like, "Yo, Johnny was fucking him up." Lying, man. You know what I'm saying? So like I spar with him too. I'm like, yo, man, you got one of the best right hands I ever seen. You know,
Facts.
but you know, like for me, like I'm a risk taker. I probably would get hit a lot more in sparring because I choose to try shit that I don't even know if it's gonna work. I just choose to do that. Like my coach would be telling me to do one thing, and I might, you know, we'll do that. We'll work on something that day. But most of the time, like, yo, I'm gonna try to see if I can get to the body over here and do that. It's just practice, dog. So we had this guy come in the other day, and he was terrible, but he was huge, bro. And they wanted me to knock him out, and I'm like, dog,
Damn.
like this motherfucker Mark, he's a nice motherfucker, man. I'm not gonna knock this motherfucker out, you know. But I'm gonna work on my shit. And then the next kid get in there and knock this motherfucker out. I'm like, bro, why you do that shit? You didn't have to do
man.
that. You really
Yo,
didn't
I
know,
miss
you know what
those
I'm saying?
days, yo. Them stories, they make me miss my days in my old gym, bro. I know, LB,
For
what about you,
real.
bro?
Hey, he wasn't in the wrong because it's boxing. You know what I'm saying? Don't get in there. You're a grown ass man. Don't get in that ring and expect shit to be sweet. But
Right.
at the
Yeah.
same time, like, you know, where I'm at my level, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it on somebody that can defend themselves because I get bored the other way. If I'm gonna knock this motherfucker out there for a little Instagram highlight or some shit, it's boring. You know?
Then it puts a different energy into the universe, man. Like
For
if
sure,
you've been in
man.
boxing, you see it a lot in the gyms. So I don't like to be a part of
that's
stuff
that
like
real
that.
shit. Yeah, look, in my life, man, I can't move like everybody else do. You know, like I feel like over my life, my history, man, I've been graded and I've been judged and I've been like, you know, whether it be God or whoever you believe in, you know what I'm saying? Whatever comes down on me for doing the wrong shit or doing something different than how I'm supposed to respond, like that shit comes back fast on me. So like karma be a motherfucker. And I don't think, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't live my life just jumping at what people tell me to do.
Yeah,
That shit come back.
that's real talk. You'll see dudes be teeing off on cats that like levels below them, and it's like, come on, man, like
Oh, this cat ain't got
damn.
he ain't got one amateur fight. That means he ain't a pro. That means he ain't even seasoned. You know what I'm saying? He's
He's a
terrified.
novice.
He came in the gym, and I mean, you know, I hit him with a body shot. He said I tried to kill him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Damn.
all right. Yo, I said, okay. You know, so like, I don't know. They see a big dude. He had a lot of people watching him too. So like, you know, he come in with like 8 different guys trying to figure out what he's gonna do. But it's just it might not be in him. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? It ain't in him today, but he ain't gonna find out fucking with somebody who had a pedigree like mine, you know? Like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, like I know from my experiences being in the gym, like I know because I'm a big guy, you know, myself. So like I'm like 6'3", you know. Back then I was 6'3", like 220 or whatever. So when I went to the gym I used to go to, so I used to, you know, like, hey, you know, let me spar. Like the old, like the other, like the bigger fights used to like use me as a fucking heavy bag, like try to knock me around and shit like that.
Yeah, they throwing everything into that shit.
Yeah, like because they were like, yo, let me knock this big brolic dude out, and let me try, like, you know, I used to get dropped to the body all the time, but thankfully I was never knocked completely out. That's the only thing I take pride in. Like I never got there, so I see some shit like, you know, because there's some cats in there that just be wanting to hurt somebody. Like they look around to see who's not familiar to the bullshit, and they gas them up and say, yo, that jab you snapping it out pretty good, man. Once you get in the ring, try that with me, and then, you know, and afterwards, you know, they get knocked around the ring.
That's that bullshit.
Yeah,
that's funny. That's funny as fuck. That's reality. I mean, hey, like I say, ain't nobody in the wrong for doing it. I just don't move that way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the reality. You know, if you in there with a fucking kid or some shit like that, and you know it's a kid, like, yo, why are you gonna hit this motherfucking kid? But like, if you a grown man, you come in there thinking, yeah, I could beat up anybody. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, you might
you need to be,
touched.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Reality.
Like the humbling needs to stay in the gym. Like, you know, that practice still needs to be there. Like, because there are cats in there that just go in there and they be thinking, you know, and they need to be taught a lesson. Like, you know, I believe in that. But yeah, but the taking advantage part, shit like that, you take it because someone's naive to how things work. Yeah, no, that shit ain't cool. Like,
that's dumb. That's dumb as shit.
And it's like no one's immune to it, man. I've seen that happen to girls in the gym, bro. Like Florida cutthroat with this shit, man. Like,
it's New York, sure. So it's New York. New York cutthroat as hell.
New York cutthroat as hell. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Like I say, man, you know, when I get in the ring, you know, I know what I could do. I know what I turn into. The humble shit gotta go, and not a place for that. You know, so like I say, that one knockout, you know, it just happened to be what it happened to be. But you know, was it? You said New York, like you seen Shoo out that way. How he doing these boys? Shoo is ruthless on these dogs, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know what?
I mean, bro, I just had a highlight knockout just a little while ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, man, I love it, man. You know what you get. You know what that dude is gonna try to do to you. I just want some competition. You know what I'm saying? Like I would get fucking bored if a nigga ain't really on this shit. I'll start daydreaming. That's not great, you know what I'm saying? But like real shit, like, just give me some op, you know.
I feel that. Now, just one more question on related to this. Like, so what's that? So what's your favorite punch? Like, what's the type of punch you want to actually land on someone like the most?
Yeah, your favorite punch, like your signature shit, like your special attack, yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Yo, I just be thinking I'm gonna pop a nigga head sometime. Like, I think maybe like, I just want to see some Mortal Kombat shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do next.
Finish him.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, like I want them motherfuckers to take my video and they do that crazy loop shit. You know when they do the wild.
Yeah,
edits.
the memes and shit
So,
like that. Make all that crazy.
That's what I need, man. I need one of them wild edits on my next one. But like maybe I don't know. It might be an uppercut or some shit.
Yeah, God.
Yo.
This nigga said uppercut. It's over.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, reach into a nigga's chest and grab his heart out of something. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy.
Now you talking our language, yo.
Oh shit.
Yo, some real shit, yo. If you actually need some animations and stuff like that, yo, I'm pretty sure we can find someone here in Reagan that can do that shit for you, bro.
Yeah,
like,
we gonna get some edits for you.
Like,
yeah, we gonna get some edits done, bro. Like, keep knocking them out.
Yo, man. Shout out to the artwork, man. You know how many, they say somebody in his hometown ain't ever represented like that, man. I know a lot of artist motherfuckers, and nobody ever drew me. But like this has been something I low key, I ain't never said it, but I was like, I wish somebody would draw a nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is my screensaver right now on my phone. Like that shit go hard, man. Everybody was loving that.
Damn, that's like an honor, yo. So looking at, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that shit looked just like me, dog. You just nailed it, bro. You got everything going. Like, it's fire. So yeah, I've always, like I said, that's always been one of. I was in Luis Ortiz's camp. We went down to the barber shop, and they had a big ass mural of Ortiz. And I mean, he's been close to the world championship before. Did a lot for Miami,
of course,
being Cuban and stuff down there. So I was like, damn, when it's gonna be when I get to that level? You know what I'm saying? Now I still got to keep working, but it was a major honor to see that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody take the time out and put that together for me, because that's what's up.
Oh, no doubt. I did it this week, like maybe Wednesday or 2 in the morning or some shit. Hey, you say Luis Ortiz? I got a picture of him and Wilder. Like that got so much boxing artwork, is ridiculous. Like, but it's been a handful of people showing me love, and you one of them. So I really appreciate it. And Rice and everyone else. Felix Trinidad retweeted it, and he loved it. I had a picture of him, that fucking David Reed, the Olympian.
Yeah.
And he loved that shit. I even go back. I say, damn, in 2018, I had Clarissa Shields and Christina Hammer, and Shields said she liked it. I think K9, Cornelius Bundrell. So yeah, man, it's
bro,
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we all came up, on comic books or anime at some point, or Cartoon Network, something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, being a black superhero too, where the kids can see that, like, that's you immortalized me in that pic, dog. So like,
facts,
I appreciate that.
Oh, definitely, man. Just keep winning, man. When you get your the bigger fights, and that I could do it when you fighting, you throwing them hands, you letting that uppercut, man. Cause we do it all, man. We got boxing songs, like I might just send you some shit, like everything, like it was like a boxing creative hub, like. And when you say you had spar Tyson Fury, like Tyson Fury, like that name keeps popping up within ring game, because the dude who does the animation, Tyson Fury, his favorite fighter, like.
Yeah.
He linked up with us just randomly because I did a freestyle for Wilder and Tyson Fury. So it's just crazy. So when everybody just keeps Tyson Fury, so this is wild, man. Just salute Jeremiah Milton. Like y'all follow him, all that, like, because y'all don't understand, like when y'all share, like when boxers share and retweet artists' renditions and shit, like you're tapping into that artist fan base, that network. And then they're like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
man.
he appreciate art. He like shit like that. Okay, I follow him too then because he rock with that. And it's like, I'm glad like you see that at this level in the sport because a lot of people they get to a level, their ego, like you say, get so big they don't even appreciate shit like that.
Facts.
Like shit,
Nah, man,
I wish a nigga draw a picture of me. I never had nobody draw my picture. Shit.
right.
So
Yeah, man.
you know, I'm just glad someone fucks with it. Shit, salute.
Yeah, for real, man. On the highest level, bro. Like, you know, if you read, like I said earlier, if you read my bio, it says artist. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about
Hell
expression.
yeah.
You know, I feel like boxing has allowed me to express what I do. You know what I'm saying? So like, when I say artist, you read it says knockout artist. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I'm a knockout artist. You know what I'm saying? Put a stamp on that shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You
It's just a
know what I'm
cup.
saying? I make that shit. What Kendrick say, make it look sexy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And
man,
your canvas is just right there too, right on the bottom of your shoes, bro.
But boxing
Man.
is a martial art. Like people forget that boxing is a martial art. So a boxer is definitely an artist.
Yeah.
Hate
That's
your
why
ass
it's
up.
hard for some people. Yeah, for some people to understand it at a high level, like, damn, what just happened? You know what I'm saying? Because it's the art in there. You got to deliver that. You know, everybody know what they're looking at.
Yeah, like some people, you know, want to be Picassos, and some people just be on some finger paint shit, and just be all messy, don't know what they're doing.
yo, finger. That's MMA shit, man. Yo.
You got the finger painters, the stick figures.
Man.
So I gotta ask Jeremiah. I gotta ask Jeremiah, what was that experience like working with Tyson Fury in the gym? Because you know Tyson Fury is considered the top dog right now at heavyweight. He's such a polarizing figure. Like, what was that like experience working with him, and how do you think that helped you along the way? Like, iron sharpens iron. So,
yo, I mean, you know, confidence. It put my mind. It showed me what I could really do in this sport. You know, when you in there with somebody like that, and of course, I'm the type, you know what I'm saying, that you can't leave me around you for too long because, like, I'm going to be picking up on what you're doing and I'm going to start, like, adding that shit to my bag. Wow. You know, this boxing is like, you know, you have these coaches that tell you to just do this one way, you know, like martial arts, Bruce Lee, be like water, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole philosophy behind this shit is like, you know, you got to take what worked for the legends and you got to add it to your game. And then you got to make it yours. So, like, yo, when I get back in the ring now and I'm like, all right, this motherfucker ain't no Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm really good. Like, I'm really good. Like, and really I could just shut shit out just because of the people I have sparred with. That's helped me. Now, you can't go a long time without working at a high level because then you'll forget the shit that brought you to that level, you know? So you got to constantly tap back in and challenge yourself or find different ways to challenge yourself. But for sure, like, yeah, when I'm heating up or I'm doing my thing, it's just different.
For sure, man. And speaking of Tyson Fury, I mean, obviously he's fighting very soon. You know, he's going to be making his defense against Dillian White, man. What are your thoughts on that fight? Who do you think is going to win?
I mean, people keep saying punches, chance, shit. I think that's going to be a slaughter, man. You know? I just, you know, like, fuck. It's like, all right. Like, look, man, Dillian, okay, you know what I'm saying? He goes to the body well. That's what people keep talking about. You're not going to get to that man's body. Like, you're not going to be able to pin him down for one. Like, for one, Dillian ain't gonna want to take the pressure, like, you know, walking in to get there, you know?
Right.
Fury is not like the heaviest puncher, but, you know, he's still a very big dude, and those little ass gloves, like, so you can't just be like, you know, going in there thinking you're gonna be on some hometown bully shit, you know? I don't know what way Dillian White, he's just not an athlete, you know?
Left hook. What about the left hook?
I mean, his left hook, though. I mean,
that shit
dude has the heaviest left hook I've seen in a heavyweight.
That shit short as fuck. Like, it's gonna miss by like, nigga, 3 poles. Like, that shit short. It's just real, man. I wouldn't throw $1 on that fight. Hey, man, I'm sorry. Man. I'm gonna keep it. Look, I must be agitated because I'm ready to fight. Look, You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. I'm not gonna get on the live with a lot of people no more, man. I'm not doing it. You know, that shit is so much. The nigga got 85-inch reach. Like, it was very hard to deal with whenever and I'm not on the experience level of a Dillian White. I'm a fucking fine-tuned athlete, and I'm a hell of a motherfucking boxer. I had to use a lot of skills and tricks just to get my shit off. You know, it's not about pull counters or nothing with him. It's about catch and shoot, but you got to throw combinations, and you got to you got to kind of draw him, get him to kind of overstep, which is very hard to do. The motherfucker, he know how to use that 85 inches, of reach. I'm not saying like he's just an undefeatable guy. I just say Dillian White ain't the guy to do it.
Hey, how tall are you again? Like, how tall are you?
I mean, I'm 6'4", close to 6'5". I got 80-inch reach span.
God damn.
That motherfucker got 85 inches, and that was like the first thing I had to adjust to. And I made my adjustments. I got more respect. He ended up following me on Instagram. He taps in with my stories and shit, which is cool. So I made my impression. I ain't like I say, it's not about like just how great Tyson is, because yeah, he's a great fucking fighter. It's just I just don't see what the hell Dillian got in the toolbox. Getting touched up by old ass Povetkin like that.
I mean, you spitting facts. You spitting facts. I can't really disagree. Like, I mean, I give Dillian White a chance, but I mean, I guess I'm nicer about it. But I do feel where you're coming from.
Nah, man, I'm probably just a little hungry, man. I can't be nice right now. Like, can't be nice. I just got to call it like I said, man. I don't know what type of chance he got.
Oh man, I mean,
Sound like you like 80-20.
Well, F.A. Jogger fought Frank Sanchez, and he got the right hand. He's a knockout dude. African. He got motherfuckers jump out the ring.
Yeah.
He also fought Johnny Rice, and Johnny Rice won every highlight. He just kept throwing enough punches. So Johnny knew then, like, I need to take my shit more serious, because like, there's no way I should have lost that fight. That's how he got out of the ring feeling. So now you see a whole nother Johnny, but at the same time though, he fought Frank, and Frank, isn't really known as like just some devastating puncher either, but he just a boxer, he can move. So for 10 rounds, whatever, 10 rounds, this motherfucker, the FA came out looking for this one right hand, never fucking got it. So if you're looking for one punch with a guy like Tyson Fury, or you banking on this, I got that one trick, this motherfucker makes adjustments, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. He makes hella adjustments.
And I guess it works the same way, obviously with the Wilder fight, the 3 fights he had with, he had with Fury, and that was the one, looking for the one shot to knock him out. Although he did almost succeed.
Right. So you gotta make adjustments with Fury. Like, that was why I started having more successes whenever he looked over at Sugar. Like I said, I'm still shit. He said, "Damn, Sugar Milton, I'm still on my shit." Like, he laughed about it. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool, but his little awkward little face and jerky move and shit. Yeah, he just played. Like, you get in that ring with him for the first time, you gotta figure him the fuck out. Then once you figure him out, he's just gonna do something else. So yeah, it was a lot of back and forth. Like, I've had camps where I full on had like better fucking days, multiple better days in the sparring partner, as the sparring partner, as the one they brought in. And then with him, like that motherfucker was trying to win every round he was in there. Like, if I was doing something, he was trying to steal it back. So like, as far as the competitor goes, like, yeah, he really want to compete.
Oh yeah, I mean Fury. Fury is. I've never been the biggest fan of Fury, but I've come to God to understand, like, this dude knows how to fight. Like, he knows how to really fight. Like, and he's a problem to a lot of fighters out there.
Yeah. You talking to someone who don't really like Fury over here.
Oh, yo, I don't know what's happening, but it's kind of like static on my end.
Yeah, the connection. That's me, or
is it me?
Let me mute.
Oh no, is it me?
I've been muted, so.
Oh yeah, you've been quiet. Oh yeah, because I was wondering, I was like, why is it so staticky? Oh, okay.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, no. So it's probably. I think he's gonna see if he's gonna get
Yeah,
back
he's
on.
gonna log back on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, no, Jeremiah will be back in a minute, but yeah, it's like, but yeah, Jeremiah was dropping some shit about that. And yes,
Yeah.
Fury, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan, but yeah, that dude can fight for better or for worse.
It's to the point. It's like you gotta respect him. Like he's one of the greatest, biggest dudes out right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna be a problem. And like I said, I mean, I've been around Fury too. Like Fury is, big hands. Like dude's kind of like hunched over and shit. Because I didn't think he was that much bigger than me. But I mean, clearly, obviously, it's different when you're facing him in the ring, and he's using his 85-inch reach and probably like leaning on you and stuff. It's like it might be a little different. Oh man, so just wait a little bit, see if Jeremiah comes back on, man. So we finish up.
It's been a good, real good interview, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, Jeremiah definitely kicked some, definitely some real stuff about the amateur, the amateur system and the gym life, for sure. Like that, that
Sparring stories, all of that. Like this has been real good, real entertaining.
Yeah, I was like, that brought me back. Oh man,
that's crazy though. You got amateur politics listening. No, like I'm not trying to deal with that shit in the amateurs. Like, God,
You're not getting paid. Come on.
Yeah, no, and then the judging on the punctuality and stuff like that. That sounds crazy. Like
Personality.
Like no, it should be like single elimination or double elimination, or however you want to do it. But it should be done in the ring, like nothing else.
I don't like how you fry your eggs. I don't think you gonna represent America this year. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Yeah.
You dress too flashy. I don't like the music you listen to.
Oh man, that was crazy, those stories, man. Like yeah, I mean, and honestly, I don't blame, but in his own situation, obviously with having a kid being born and everything like that, and I get it. Yeah, you don't want to be in the Emmys too long. You got to go. You got to get up. And do something.
You get your experience and get out.
Exactly.
It's like those jobs that are like resume builders.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man, I hope he does. I hope he does come back soon. Like I said, it's just like I said, it might be just a connection thing. Just to see if it was actually his computer or whatever.
I know he hungry for a fight. I hope no one attacked him because they're gonna get some work. That happened.
Right.
Uber Eats got it.
Yeah. So Jeremiah, she's trying to get back in because his phone died. So he'll be back in soon. Thankfully. Cool. Yeah, no, but yeah, man. Like I say, though, it's definitely good. Obviously, him giving props to your art, your art and everything like that.
My phone died.
Oh, okay. You back?
Yeah. We got back, man.
No, we good. Yeah, we good, man. So it's all good. But yeah, no, like I said, the Tyson Fury fight, and so pretty much it's like Tyson Fury is going to be slaughtered Dillian White, and that's the bottom line, right?
I just feel like that might just be the easiest fight he's ever had. I don't know, man. Dylan White, if he shows something, he proves some heart. You know what I'm saying? Great. Anybody get clipped. Maybe the Povetkin thing was just a flop, but I just don't. I don't know if he got a chin like that. I feel like he's been getting. I feel like I see him get hurt in multiple fights. Like
he low-key does. He does.
Yeah, he does. I mean, I will say this though, because Povetkin, regardless of what we think about Povetkin has some of the most brutal knockouts I've seen outside of Wilder. Like outside of Wilder.
Dog. At a younger age, he was a dog, but the second fight, he just looked like his whole legs. It looked like because he was already old when he went in the first fight. Second fight, he must have been like 65 or some shit. Anytime he got
He
hit
was
with a
coming off
jab,
COVID. He was coming off COVID.
COVID too.
he got hit with a jab and damn near sprung off the whole canvas. Like, you know, like nothing about that fight even looked right.
Yeah, no, but it was the whole thing because Dillian White needed his get back because obviously when he got knocked out the first time, he lost pretty much he lost his interim belt, he lost his Mando, so it was like Eddie needed him to get it back even if Povetkin wasn't 100%. So we knew what it was like we just.
So hold on, wait, was this the Lennox Lewis Oliver McCall rematch for this era?
Yeah, supposed to be. It's crazy because actually whenever he fought Povetkin the first time, Dillian White, I was texting with my people. They was like, my manager. He was like, what did he say? He said, oh yeah. I said, he said, who you got? I said, I got Povetkin. He like, what? I got White. And I'm not just saying that I always pick against White. I know what type of heat Povetkin usually bring. Mm-hmm. But like, he was doing his thing. Of course, he was winning, But like, like that killer too. Like you gotta, and that's the part when you get knocked out so many times or hurt. I'm sure he getting hurt in spawn.
Oh, yeah.
He probably like a little bit more quick to be timid because like he should have came in there and got him out the first time, but he let him hang around. Ain't no real fighter, gonna let that man sit in front of them. And they come out every round and touch gloves like they spawn.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck y'all doing?
I agree with you because if you look at it, he fought the same way in the Chisora rematch. Chisora was putting hands on him for most of the fight until he caught him with a hook or something. Yeah. And then he took him out. So it's like, wow, but damn, you could have kind of did that rounds ago,
right. But
Joseph Parker, same shit.
You got to play it safe if you know you can't take one like that yourself, So, I mean, you got to play extra safe. It's already the heavyweight division. It don't take much for us. But still, I don't know, man. I just see what I see. And I ain't usually too wrong about it most of the times. But this is just such a it's a huge fight for the draw. And it's crazy because, I was mad whenever he got the Povetkin shot, only because I feel like he deserved the title shot. I was like, damn, this is going to fuck up his title shot. My man's gonna lose this fight. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him do well. I want to see him do well because I feel like he paid his dues. That's the one thing you could ask for is somebody to pay their dues and really make that money. Like I said, I ain't no hater or nothing. I just knew he wasn't gonna win that Povetkin. I'm like, damn, why did he take this fight? Shit.
Yeah, it was an awful hard fight to take, right before a title. You guaranteed a title fight.
He just had
this is a fight we all look forward to.
yeah. He just had some of the worst luck, So honestly, he trying to negotiate. You stuck in negotiations when this is your biggest payday. I don't know, man. It's different problems for different folks, especially at the top. But
I mean, $8 million is $8 million, though. I know they keep talking about money, but damn, $8 million.
The draw is Tyson Fury. You know what I'm
saying?
You see what Devin just did. You see what Devin did. He went over to the whole nother network to get his fight on.
Yep. And I don't think he's getting no $8 million.
He ain't getting no $8 million. No, he ain't getting no $8 million, but he ain't getting nothing his way. He had to take what Top Rank gave him. So
which he said he would.
Which he said, because he on some true champion shit.
Right.
He said, I'll take whatever Loma was gonna get. I'll take the same thing. So I give him props.
You got to take those risks to hunt a motherfucker down if you want him. You know what I'm saying? If you really want this motherfucker like that, So when you talk about a Tyson Fury and the heavyweight division, the best fight for Tyson right now on those top 10 heavyweights is Usyk. Just because Usyk is still undefeated, there's more pride in those fights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Joshua, obviously, Joshua.
Well, we don't want to count Anthony Joshua out just yet. They got the rematch, see how that goes.
Yeah. I'd like to see Joshua come out on top. I'd like to see him come out on top of that. I just want to. I love to see the unification, though. I love to see that happen.
We all do. Trust.
Yeah. So you a damn fan of the sport. I could just tell just speaking with you. You could tell you care about the hands and just like on a basic level, it's like, man, I want to see people see these niggas fuck each other up. But then you're like, man, I want to see the sport evolve and the unification fights, and so like, that's what's up. Like, salute.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
man. I mean, like I say, like when you spawn with the guys too, because I remember the first, I guess, major name, and to my opinion, I sparred with was Ortiz, and I'm like, damn, I was just watching on YouTube like last year, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
shit crazy, you know. And I am a fan, but then like, I gotta be a competitor too. So like, I don't be, you know, that's a cool thing. That's why I think everybody like appreciated me too. Is like, you know, because I don't be just on some like I just talk to people how they talk to me. If they respond, they respond.
right.
But I can appreciate the accomplishments. I can appreciate the entertainment they brought and what they've given. You know, you can appreciate that. I'm always a fan, bro. That's why I'm quick to get. I'm trying to be in position. Let me be right next to this guy. I don't turn down no smoke because I want to see what it's about.
yeah, I was gonna ask you this, Jeremiah, and I know it's a little too like a lot of fighters. I don't know if they think too far into the future, but like, do you have like a fight in your mind that like you have like this is your fight like for the future that you have your eye on going for, like this is the fight I want? I'm gonna be honest with you. Like for me, and this is just me as a fan thinking far ahead. I feel like a future fight between you and Jared Anderson has money written all over it.
I think it do
I'm
too.
being honest.
I think it do too. You know, and I've really liked to see what Jared's been doing lately because like he's really like developing this image as like that guy, you know, the guy that everybody's like, oh, he's next.
Yep.
Look, I just need to get in the ring some more. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get in the ring some more. Let me show you what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you know, he's got a lot of good things going behind him. He's a lot farther as far as being like 10 or 11-0 or something like that. But like, man, I'm coming in hot, you know, and I'm not turning down that smoke when I get there, you know. I'm not gonna do that.
Absolutely.
So like yeah, you know, he's just another dude, you know what I'm saying? Like he's another dude, but you know, kudos to, you know, Jay Prince and everything they've been able to do with him because the motherfucking profile just is moving, man. His profile is moving great. You know, but those are the fights you want to make. You know, those are risks you want to take. You know what I'm saying, to truly get somewhere in this sport. You know, you got to knock off the guy that they talking about.
Right. You know, because that's you do that, and then you get the high profile. You go from being in the prelims to getting pay-per-view cards. You know, getting pay-per-view spot and stuff like that.
Get it muted, y'all. Something again. What's wrong with this thing?
Oh,
hold on.
You can't hear us?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Dang, I can't hear you. I was saying, hold on. Let me leave.
All right, cool. Yeah, no, that's that shit is real.
You're spitting too much real shit. Like the connection is like, nah.
Yeah,
chill.
He's like, yeah, chill, Jeremiah. You dropping too much game on these cats out here, bro.
It's bugging. This is bugging on my end.
You good? Yeah,
you dropping too many bars. too much real shit. The connection is like, nah.
Yo, cool. Calm down, Jake. Calm down.
Coming in, bro. Like, nah.
But yo, Jeremiah, since you touched upon it earlier, so what do you actually think about Kambosos and Haney being made finally after all? I mean, obviously, after all the nonsense has been going around for the last couple of months, and so, like, what do you think about that fight?
Yo, I think with, you know, it sucks with the Ukrainian situation, that being a thing, and you know, Lomachenko being, you know, having to fight for his country. By whatever the odds of the powers that be, you know, Devin was able to like finally move mountains and get away from the politicking, you know. So like, you know, he just threw himself in the fire, you know, and I see him coming out. I see him coming out victorious because he was willing to go there, you know.
Yeah, he's properly motivated now. I mean, although I mean, we're not the biggest fans of his deal. I mean, it's a 3-fight deal, and if he actually wins the belts, then he has to go back to Australia to defend them. You know that bullshit. And then
but that's if he don't move up though. Because I was reading it some more. Like he could drop it after the first fight and go to 140.
Yeah, but
I
Top Rank still, but then Top Rank still has like the options on his next 2 fights. So either way, he's stuck with Top Rank and Lou DiBella for the next 3 fights.
Top rank 140 stack though, so that ain't the worst shit. I mean, Devin
Yeah,
Haney
that's not.
against Barbosa Jr., Devin Haney versus damn who else they got at 140? Zepeda, Ramirez, like nigga, these are good ass fights.
Oh yeah, no, there's some great fights to be made. I think, you know, it's crazy. Like Top Rank is in such a power position with all these young cats and these boys. So like, yeah, they got a lot of different things, you know, about to shake up over there, and we're gonna see, man. You know, it's strange, man, because I've been seeing Devin really rock with Eddie Hearn. That's what I was trying to say, Eddie Hearn. And now, you know, he's just doing what he has to do to, you know, become that face. So yeah, you can appreciate it, you know. So shit, I think it's gonna be good. Like there ain't no. He still got some politics in the fight, you know. He about to go to this dude's backyard, you know. You seen what happened to Pacquiao when he went over there.
Yeah,
So,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, he just gotta do what he been doing in the sport of boxing.
And he's made Cambosis like Cambosis was like a breath of fresh air, but then it just I don't know, the belts is like some Lord of the Rings shit. And I guess it just took over.
That's real. That's real.
There's some kind of curse on it or something.
Curse on the belts, man.
He turned dudes into divas.
Diva quick, man. Like they don't want to lose what they got, man. My precious nigga, they can hold on to them motherfuckers. Yeah.
I'm the emperor. You do what you told, boy, and you come down under and like get the fuck out of here.
That's messed up the live. My coach is calling me. I don't know if y'all can still hear me, but every time he called me, my mic shut off on my end. Yeah.
That sounds like it's important, man. Coach keep calling.
I gotta leave the chat one more time.
Yeah, okay,
I mean, I hope it's all good. You know, I don't want no emergency, nothing real bad.
Right, you know, it's like, you know, quick, you know, Jeremiah, we got someone here that needs humbling, man. You know, get to the gym, man.
Dude, running his mouth. Like, hold on.
Real quick.
Give us an uppercut season highlight.
Oh, what happened?
Yo, no, we were just saying.
We were just joking. Saying that like your coach is saying someone need to be humbled at the gym real quick.
Oh shit, y'all! I don't know why you calling me like that, man. Shit.
Well, it's cool, though. But one more boxing question before we get into some other stuff. Like, what's the best fight that you've ever seen live? Like you in the audience and stuff.
Bro, I was at the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury 3. That shit,
you was the same thing.
That shit was lit, man. Like that energy is unmatched, bro. I ain't seen no heavy. That's why I'm trying to come out, set that tone, you know, right off the top, because like I know what they did in that fight. Man, you could hear those shots, dog. You could really hear that shot. You know, sparring is one thing, sparring is sparring, and I did my thing in sparring, you know, but like to fight at that level, you know what I'm saying? Like it just be like, okay, let's bring it up, you know. So yeah, that fight was crazy on both sides, man. Crazy on both sides. And I was real close to the action. I was right off of the floor. So like, yeah, I seen it all, bro.
Damn, that's what's up.
Yeah, damn. Yeah. I guess we need to go to a Tyson Fury fight or a Wilder fight. Like I have not been in the house for either of them yet.
Maybe prolific.
Yeah, I don't think this next one will be that, but you know, because it was coming from both sides. The Wilder was not trying to go out. You know, he was trying to really come back and, you know, yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. And they wasn't. Tyson wasn't even boxing. That motherfucker was fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Like, damn, yo. Yeah, that shit was love. Hey, what can I say? But you know, I was at before that I was at in Oklahoma City. I was watching Eric no, not Morales. Who was I watching? Saucedo. I watched him when he had that fight of the year, and that shit was bloody with the
Lenny Z.
Yeah. The Lenny Z fight.
Yeah.
That was a fucking massacre, bro.
Yeah, no, and Saucedo. I mean, Saucedo. I mean, we all know what happened to him a couple fights later. Unfortunately, Saucedo, he loved the wars too much.
You can't go out there and fight like that every fucking fight. Like, look at who's the guy that Valdez knocked out? Burchell.
Burchell.
You're known for getting hit. And you got hit in a very real way. So like. I wish I would have just been paying more attention. I'd thrown down some money. Vegas got me gambling now, so that's you know what I'm saying. Vegas got me doing that a little bit.
Nah, we understand over here, man. We some degenerates as well.
Yeah, we all have some gambling vices, here and there.
We be picking off fights all the time.
Yo, I'm telling you, I ain't in the business of losing though. I'm only taking short deals. That I feel like I'm like, that's a short thing. I'm gonna try to bet on this. But yeah, he got upset by that Jeremiah dude from
Nakatia,
yeah.
And we're talking about it, it's like, Burchell looks good in shot, like just the way he was reacting to these punches. Like, I mean, so something went left.
Yeah, boxing it's already and that's just the reality. It's already hard enough. If you're not naturally even a defensive fighter, then coming back and you're known for taking some punches, like,
And then he tried to be defensive. It's like you should have did this like fights ago, like a whole career ago.
Fuck, yeah.
Oh man, but that's a good look though. So we got some it's got some personal questions, some random takes or whatever. And the important question, we asked this to Johnny too, man. So, what do you like on your pizza, bro? If you eat pizza?
Man. Yeah. Shout out to I Don't Know Pizza out here in Las Vegas. It's a New York style pizza. I like, what type of pizza I like? I do like pineapple pizza. I mean, that's
God,
yeah, dang, bro.
Yes, that's my shit. I put pineapple on my pizza. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that pizza up.
Yo, I can't look at him. Hey, man, you know what? But I mean, I'm a fucking Ninja Turtle, bro. I eat all that shit.
Okay. Here's the $1 million question. What do you think about broccoli on the pizza?
Damn, you know what? That's some high school shit. We had to do that too. I don't know. Maybe they just was out as fucking, you know what I'm saying, some broccoli, so they just threw it on the pizza. Maybe pepperonis, they didn't have it. I did that shit. Yeah, that was cool.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Wow. God damn.
Man, I'm a fucking Ninja Turtle, bro. I'm gonna eat that shit. It's pizza? Like, Michelangelo. Man, call me that.
Cowabunga, dude.
I think that's the realest answer you could give.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, if you're a pizza lover, you'll eat anything. I mean, except for me, I'll eat anything except for don't put anchovies on my pizza. Anything else?
And I ain't fucking with that. They hated the anchovies on the pizza. They did.
Anchovies is disgusting.
Anchovies ain't even bad. Like, cause y'all trying to mix the anchovies with like other shit. Like you're supposed to just have like anchovies and mozzarella.
Okay.
It's like, all right, you know how you got sea salt caramel chocolate?
Yeah.
That's how it kind of works.
Okay.
The anchovies, like, and that's the appeal.
That's the appeal.
It's not sweet, but like, I mean, the salt taste, like, that's the appeal.
Yeah, and like I say, I ain't had anchovy since somebody tried to put it on pizza, so maybe it is, better by itself. Cause I fuck up oysters now. I be eating those, but that happened when I moved to Vegas, man. Like, now that's what they do out here. I eat oysters all the time.
Word. Hey, Pilot, is this true? Did he eat oysters in Vegas like that?
I just moved a couple months ago. I can't vouch for that or not, man.
Man, look, bro, pay attention when you start driving. Look how many little crabs. There ain't no fucking ocean out here. We got hella crab restaurants.
Yep.
All this shit in. I'm like, yo, there's another fucking crab joint. Crab joint just opened across the street from me. I fucked that up too. I've been already.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, oysters, that's right. Because I mean, Vegas has burger joints for days and shit. But yeah, honestly, seafood's like the last thing I'd be eating unless it's like a hotel or some shit like that. Like,
there's a lot of chicken spots. I noticed that a lot of chicken spots for sure.
Yeah, like in and out
chicken, man. Yo, probably you gonna see, man. You get out here, man. Like, shit, they got just about every little restaurant. But like, the thing about it is, all the shit is imported. So like, some things don't be good because it be frozen. It ain't as fresh. But
Yeah.
like you got variety out here and shit. I'm spoiled, man. I can go at 2:00 in the morning, go to Subway out here.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn, Jussie Smollett needed to be over there.
Bro, I seen that nigga too. He was getting a cheeseburger. I was like, "What's up?" I seen that nigga, man. He be out on the block. He be out there.
Because I don't know how you try to go to Subway in Chicago during a blizzard.
I'm saying, like Vortex, you out there, you're like, nah, bro, like, you're looking for a different footlong or some shit like that. You know?
Hey, random shit, but like one of the homies still in the amateurs, Izzy, like whatever the fuck, he fought one of the motherfucking dudes that attacked Jesse. He fought one of the black boys. He lost to him. I was like, this nigga done did it again. He didn't beat another nigga. Like, yo, he didn't beat my nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was like, bro, that's a small fucking world. The nigga that is accused of attacking or like perpetrating or whatever the fuck, he did it again, bro. He's an amateur boxer, apparently.
Damn, yeah. Talk about your degrees of separation. Jeez.
Bro, worlds, bro. And that's a light heavyweight. So cruiserweight for the amateurs is heavyweight, so it's just 200 pounds.
Yeah,
so you might see that nigga in the ring one day.
Oh, shit. I'm just want to acknowledge the comments real quick. You know, Henny guy, he tapped in, salute to him, and then Dice, he says what's up, and he says we got the future heavyweight champion in here, hopefully. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. You can't count out Jeremiah Dreamland Milton. I mean, a nigga that's named Dreamland, he knows about his business. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to, this man's gonna cause damage in the heavyweight division, man. Like, his era is gonna begin very soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, but so another question: what are your favorite like TV shows you like to watch if you watch TV?
Yo, absolutely, man. Of course, Power is my number one.
Yes,
it's
sir.
Just inspiration. I feel like I started watching that right before I started boxing, and it just taught me like how to move. And 50 Cent got a level of paidness to him. You know what I'm saying? That I aspire to achieve. I feel like some of the shit he be saying, it just be speaking to like how I view things, and that'd be funny to me. But like the characters in the show, Ghost and shit like that, like they all had their ways of like resonate with me, like how to move in the business world and shit. So yeah, it was cool. I watched a lot of different things. But Power probably be my favorite.
Now, with the Power, which Power show you fucking with the most? I mean, they have 4 different powers now, bro. So like,
the original is Unmatched, because
Okay.
Ghost. But but I actually came to like the new with Tyreek. I was like, yo, fuck this little, ain't nobody gonna accept this little motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then the writers, man, how they were able to twist the story by episode 4, you like, all right, little nigga, what you about to do? And then he ended up becoming the guy, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, he did.
It's crazy. 50 got a way of passing the torch, man, because there's that rapper NLE.
Yeah, you Chopper.
Yeah, so I wasn't fucking with none of them dudes like that. I wasn't. And then then he got on the feature with 50 in the part of the game, one of the songs for one of the Power shows. And then I was like, oh, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he didn't vouch for him. So then I started checking him out. And now like, yo, I support anything NLE do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I wouldn't give him a listen. I just didn't give him a listen. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, all right. Yeah, I like him.
Nah, I feel you 100 and better is my that the song he got with Stunner Vegas.
Yeah.
I fucks with that.
Yeah. I listened to his Me Versus Me album. I like the which song was it? That I like that one because it's more about like, going at a nigga's head kind of.
Yeah. Then he was doing what's that challenge? The Nate Robinson challenge with Jake Paul. I think he had the video with that.
Yeah, man. That shit. Yeah, them young boys, man, they be doing their thing, man. Yeah, NLE, I like NLE a lot. just because, man, he just living his life, you know, and he ain't out here trying to do too much.
You know, and that's actually a good segue into, because I wanted to ask you what your music taste was, and the reason why I wanted to ask is you posted something on IG of you leaning in your old school, listening to Tupac. So I want to know, you know, what you be vibing to when you be training, when you just be chilling, or something like that.
You know, I'm heavy West Coast influence. You know, Oklahoma actually, you know, has a lot of, you know, similarities in some of you know, the people, like the West Coast influence is similar to Oklahoma in the Black community. So like, you know, we got Gap Band and stuff like that. Like I'm a music buff though, you know what I'm saying? I love all music. It's about the lyrics to me, and that's something I got from Tupac. When I was younger, my brother, you know what I'm saying, he got out of prison and he wanted to rap for a little while. He just didn't push hard enough. And he was doing great, but he would always sit me down and be like, yo, I wrote this, you know what I'm saying? Tell me what it means. Or like, we listened to like Tupac, he stopped the radio, you know, paused the cassette, like, all right, what did he say there? You know, and then I got to break it down. So like for me, music is not just the beat, you know what I'm saying? It's about what they saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyone in particular, like you like listen to when you train or anything like that, you know, outside Tupac, Gatsby?
Yo, I mean, you know what? Like lately I've been more on like, I'm mad right now because Snoop Dogg, I was like heavy on the Chronic. I was listening to the Chronic like every fucking day, and then Snoop buys Death Row, and now he turned that shit to an NFT and he took it off of Spotify.
Oh yeah,
So
no, I heard about that.
like,
I was like, yo, because I mean, Death Row has a lot unreleased shit that probably needs, like, you know, from the glory years. And you think he's gonna pull all that shit out, but really he just pulled, you know, like a scam or a quick try to do
the damn NFTs. They ruining the game.
Bro. Yeah, you know, and it's crazy because, like I say, you know, there's a lot of that music that hasn't been heard, like you say, but like he gonna get people in by like pulling with the shit that like they really know. Cause y'all listen to fucking Dre Day, like, you know, probably like every other time I'm getting ready to go to the gym. And so I went to pull it up and I'm like, oh shit, what happened? You know what I'm saying? So, like,
wow.
You know.
Yeah, and that's why people bootleg. You know, if you take the music away from the people will find a way to listen, and you're not gonna line your pockets. You know, people don't be thinking sometimes.
Oh no, trust me. That's probably why my computer ain't working. I was downloading shit. Yeah, I was downloading some music. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put it on a phone for somebody at the gym, but it's probably
you be doing the shit I be doing, man. I'll be streaming these niggas shit, man. Like,
I'm still trying.
I just pick my shit, download it.
I'm still trying to get it off the website, YouTube to MP3, baby. You know,
gang. Streaming services. Hold on, I gotta pay to listen to music. The hell? Come on, man.
Yeah, it's finding its way back out there, man. But yeah, like I said, I got my little Spotify account, but you know they be bullshitting like removing songs, so I gotta go to SoundCloud or something. Because like I said, music is everything to me. A lot of times, I'm always on music.
Word. That's what it is, man. And then one more little fuckery question, man, because you know obviously it's been in the news all week. You see the memes and everything like that, man. So what do we think about the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, Chris Rock saga, bro?
Damn, this motherfucker right here, man. Look, I just wish of course, I think that shit was corny. You know what I'm saying? You know, he picked the right motherfucker to do that to.
He did.
Like you could say, oh yeah, the world has been getting to me and I'm just tired of. Nah, motherfucker. Like you'd have had to sleep on that shit for one more night if The Rock or somebody else would have been hosting and said some dumb shit. You know? I mean, I just wish Chris Rock would have been like at least protected himself verbally. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you don't want to like you don't want them to. That's why I say damned if you do, damned if you don't, because for one, it's still two black motherfuckers involved in this shit. You know? And the first time I even heard it all the way clearly, I was listening to it in like Asian. There was a lady, she was like some type of Asian descent, you know, she was speaking a different language. And so I'm like, well shit, the world has seen this already, you know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, you didn't escalate no farther, but then you didn't protect yourself at all. You almost don't worry, dude. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, you a comedian. You think on the fly? Like, yo, he need to go on his back to back right now. Like Drake, you know what I'm saying? Like he more Meek Mill right now, but he got time to turn this shit around. You know what I'm saying? Like
He
he
do.
can go on tour and just kill shit. You know what I'm saying? You're not on the Grammy, you're not on the Oscars no more. You know, like, nigga, what's up? You know, like don't I don't know, you're a man, bro. You can't be having people out there thinking it's okay to walk up and slap you. Now, look, I
Exactly.
played a game on my phone last night. It was like drag your finger across the screen and see how fast you can slap this nigga. And I enjoyed it. It was fun, but that's fucked up.
Oh
Like,
my
this
God.
shit damaged you, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit damaged your career, dog. Like, but there's a way to turn it around. And I don't know, like, I just think that's some real bully shit on Will's part, you know. But Chris Rock, he kind of been considered in the black community as kind of corny anyway. So that's why I say he picked the right one, because like he's made it real far, real successful, but not everybody's receptive to his joke style, you know.
Right.
And like he labeled
He could
as
be a nerd. He a nerd too. I
he could
mean,
be
let's
kind of
be
nerdy, you
honest.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like he could be more for them and less for us labeled, you know. And so you know, this Hollywood, they know each other. They've been around each other for a while.
Yeah, they know.
So,
I
like,
mean, they've even been on the same show. That they've done. They've worked together. Like all this. All this. So
yeah. So like, you know, for him to think that was cool, dog. You know, like you obviously I'm great at reading people, man. Like reading this motherfucker through a TV years before this shit happened, and that's why I knew he was the right one to pick. You know.
Yeah,
So,
he was just waiting because I mean, obviously we all know the situation, like the whole saga with him and Jada and the entanglements and all that other stuff, like putting the business out on Front Street and him getting ridiculed over and over again, and you seeing like I was like, no man can take all this, not even someone who's probably worth like 9 figures or something like that can take that type of that criticism and not lash out. And unfortunately, he lost his shit at the most public,
selectively
selectively, yeah.
You just happen to pick the smallest guy in the room.
Yeah.
Man, and that's the problem. That's the only, like, the real problem. Like I say, if you walk down on somebody, let's say 50 Cent joked and said, "What if we host doctors?" If you walk down on that nigga and slapped him in the face, then like I'd be like, "God damn, get Will some help." You know what I'm saying? Like, man's lost his shit. But like, I can't even feel that way. I'm like, bro, that was whack. That's just whack. Like, like, yo, that's what they say. Go and slap a bull on the ass or some shit. Like, you ain't fucking with a bull, you fucking with a cat. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just boom. You know what I'm saying? But if you crazy enough to go fuck with a bull, then maybe you need some real help, and it's not, what it is, but.
Yeah, that's true, man. So I mean, hopefully, Will, whatever he's doing, he gets some actual help, for what he's doing, and he gotta pray too that Jada doesn't put more of his business out on her little show over there. No more entanglements.
They
resigned from the Academy.
I said they're gonna talk about it on the Red Table Talk.
Yeah,
he got bigger shit to worry about. He got bigger shit to worry about.
Jada is something else. That's why the only Jada I'm fucking with is Jada Kiss.
Hey, so like earlier that night, because more shit been coming out. I seen it was Will and Jada. They was standing next to there's a trans woman, trans person. That is like black. She a black god thing, lady.
Yeah. She's a male to female. Yeah, male to female.
Right. She was on the Orange Is New Black. She was asking them like we just love everything you guys are doing. Let's just hope we have no more entanglements. And they both just laughed. But I'm like, well, you probably couldn't hit it anyway because that'd be a hate crime.
Yeah. And that would probably kill his career.
She got they size. I mean.
Yeah, she was bigger than both of them, so she would gave them both the work, probably. But it just go back to show you, like, as a minority in this country or something like that, like, it's physically okay for people to walk up and assault Chris Rock on TV, like, and it's just gonna be that's just what niggas do, and that nothing else is gonna come out of it, you know. So I don't know. They talking about he didn't have to press charge, but like there definitely need to be some real repercussions on Will's side.
Yeah,
for sure.
But it's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. You getting slapped. I'm literally playing a game on my phone, slapping this motherfucker. Stupid, man. Stupid, man. Undefeated.
Yeah, so I just see a couple more questions over here from Joshua O. Shout out to Joshua. I see you in there. And he's like, random, Jeremiah, what are your thoughts on the Rocky movies as a current boxer of this generation? And what's your favorite boxing movie?
Oh, the Rocky movies? Great. You know what I'm saying? Man, I loved them growing up because just the underdog story. When you're like the guy that everybody counts out or just coming from nothing, that's kind of how my life was, no handouts. So I think, I loved every bit of that story. And that's probably one of the things that, like, always charged me to come back into the sport of boxing. And what's my favorite boxing movie?
Yeah.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Well, it ain't really boxing, but I like this movie called Blood and Bone. With Michael J.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Blood and Bone.
That was my shit.
Classic.
That was my shit.
That shit was so. It's like that movie. Like honestly, that was the shit. Because I was still boxing around that time. But when I saw Michael J. White in that shit, salute to Michael J. White, I was like, I gotta see how I can get my body like that, I remember I changed my whole, like, I was doing mad compound exercises and shit like that,
man.
like doing supersets, all type of shit just to get myself. I was like, I was trying.
That movie was crazy.
Yeah, I started fighting niggas in the street like a week later. Crazy. So here we are, Michael J. White. Shout out.
Oh man, yeah, I seen the commercial on Spike TV. Like the day that shit came out, I had bought that shit at Best Buy. Like I had to see that movie. Like no games.
Somebody brought it by on a bootleg. You know what I'm saying? The bootlegger, man, he brought it by and flipping through that shit, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, damn, nigga. Next thing you know, I'm standing up at the end, and I'm like, I'm like out here in my living room, pump the fuck up. Shit. My brother, you know what I'm saying, he was like the little short Asian dude in there because he was the one hooking me up with the fights. So he'd be like, Jeremiah, come get this motherfucker. Like where's he at? I thought I was born playing in real life, though. The shit had consequences. Some niggas came back and got hurt. I was good, though. I was protected in my hood. They loved me out that way.
That's what it is, man. So, like, one final thing, like, so what are the future plans for you, man? Like, I know, any fights coming up, man? Are we gonna see you on some prelim or main card anytime soon, bruh?
I'm just gonna stay on my team about that. I gotta fight who they tell me to fight. I gotta fight when they tell me to fight. They got their plans. It's funny because, like, there's been some fights that I wanted, that, like, we just didn't get. I get it. You got to move carefully. But like I say, I know what I could do. And if I say that, I'm ready to do something, then let's just take a shot. Eventually, we're going to take that shot. I just feel like, what I'm saying, I don't know. So they want to move me. They want to build me. And I trust what they're doing. So we'll see.
If it were up to you, just you personally, if it were up to you, if it was up to you, how many times would you want to fight a year?
I told him this year I wanted 6. So I mean,
This
nigga
want to fight with Jared Anderson as a big money fight. He got to get 6 fights in perfect.
I gotta get that. So if I got that 6, then boom, I'm right back up in the mix.
There you go.
So.
Because that's a co-main or main event right there on the Top Rank. Also ESPN Plus shit.
Yeah, no. So I need to get my fights up. I need to stay in the ring. I need my face out there. And I need to fight some op that want to fight back. The good thing about Daphne is actually he wanted to fight back, and that's why that's what happened. So, like, you gotta respect it. No, I'm serious. Like, he came with he tried. But the more people try, the better I'm gonna look.
There you go.
Because I know earlier this week. Like I know you was doing, I guess, a little IG battling with the other heavyweight prospect. Like,
Yeah.
is that
Savage.
something Savage? Yeah, like, is that something you still trying to explore, or like that's off the table, or it never was at the
No, you know what? Like, that shit go back. So like, the beef was real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just funny, so I just
Oh,
fucked him up. You know what I'm
it
saying?
was funny though.
And
That's why I had to
and
ask.
and I mean, you know, it got to the point to where like I'm like, yo, I'm bored because you can't protect yourself mentally. You know what I'm saying? So like, honestly, like, I got messages of him talking to other people talking about, nah, is Jeremiah in the gym? I don't want to come if he in there. What? You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like, yo, like I will hurt. I wanted to just touch him. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be sparring or fight, whatever. That's real. And I don't even feel that way motivated towards anybody. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, you know, I know what this sport is. You know what I'm saying? I know what I got to do, but I really want to touch him. And you know, he don't. He talking about wait till that's a bigger fight, Doc. I'm way bigger than you. By the time I get up there, you won't even be a big fight. Only drama that could come out of this fight is me talking it up, like how I make fun of you. You know what I'm
because I mean
saying?
you
But
was promoting the hell out of it though.
yo, yeah,
Like,
I was
like
you know, he
you
was like,
doing what you supposed to do, really.
oh yeah, you know, it's crazy because everybody started picking up, everybody started talking about it. Like I had like 3 articles like hit me up, and I really like I forget that like I do have eyes on me, you know. So like really like you know, after I had that viral knockout, it was weird because like you come back, you got 5,000-6,000 new people just watching you, like really watching you. So like I'm like, man, I'm in the house, you know what I'm saying? Like about to do my normal shit. But then it's like, wait, now people gonna take this some way. But like, yeah, what I was promoting was the fact that I fuck them up in real life. And you know, and I'm just funny while I'm doing it because it's like I think he a joke. You know, he's like, make sure you hashtag Savage Milton. I'm like, motherfucker, why are you talking about hashtag and shit? I just want to slap you, nigga.
See that?
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you talk about make sure you yo. So I'm like, I'm just gonna continue to make fun of you because you're a joke.
But see, like he got like a decent following though. Like so I was like, hold on, like I've never really heard the
Yeah,
name. Like,
that's one thing about his manager, you know what I'm saying, Chris. I have no problems with Chris, but Chris maneuvered his way into that position by what's funny is they troll motherfuckers at a higher level. They troll like the top heavyweights to get the
oh,
fights. And what I'm doing is I'm pretty much trolling them for being trolls. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to slap the man in real life and he talking about use hashtags. So there's that. And we both live in Vegas.
Oh
You know what I'm
shit!
saying? So
damn,
like,
this could be like a good local fight though. I don't know why. Like I mean, you with it, but does they
oh,
side just?
the
He
reason
not with
is
it.
no, he not with. He got knocked out by me in the amateurs, and I just
Oh, there
realized,
you go.
Okay.
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and he ain't got no better. And I was 215 then. You know what I'm saying? He was part of that fucking killing spree I was telling you about when I knocked the first 2 motherfuckers out, and I came out fucking around doing some bullshit. You know, so that's that.
Damn.
Um, you know, at the end of the day, it could be a fight, you know what I'm saying? I'll fight him. You know what I'm saying? I told him I'll fight you. I said, dog, I'll fight you for $20 and a pack of rap snacks. And you're like, what's good?
Damn.
You want money? You want money? Take the purse. You know what I'm saying? Take my purse too. Just make sure I got my little 20 and my rap snacks, the Migos, the Dabba Ranch. That's all I want. You know what I'm saying? I'll be happy. So
Damn.
so it's that type of blood. That's what it is.
That's everlasting shit right there.
Oh, for real, man.
Oh shit, yo, bro, yo, Jeremiah, man, yo, it's been a pleasure, man. Yo, you are, entertaining, man. You dropped some gems, man. He's like you brought us back with some of the sparring stories, the gym wars, how broken the amateur system is, and shit like that, man. You dropped some gems like throughout this, throughout this cast, man. In between, of course, the slight interruptions, of course, but it is, it happens, man. Like, sometimes that's, like I said, that, it was probably ways like, yo, Jeremiah, he's dropping too much truth in there, he's dropping too much heat, we got kind of suppress it a little bit so you don't get out,
But then how he brought the story together on some like Tarantino movie shit, like with the whole like, oh, that was a part of the 2-person run I went on that one night. Like how he did that shit with Savage, like that was a crazy shit. Cause if I'd have never brought that up, you would have never even got to that part. Like that's some movie shit. Like
that's a mark of a true artist right there that can do that, like, for real.
You gave us like the Marvel ending. The credits.
Oh shit! Y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's been a solid interview. For sure. Definitely got to come back and do it again as we progress.
No doubt. So tell everyone where they can actually find you, reach you, and everything like that. And in this world of social media, this madness that's out there.
Yeah. Check me out. You know what I'm saying, on Instagram, Dreamland_Milton. Or you can follow me on Twitter, which I'm working on. It's Dreamland Milton. Between them two, like those are the main two socials that I'm really messing with. That's it.
You on YouTube?
Yeah, I'll be posting. I'll got some YouTube stuff, man. I was doing all types of stuff on there, man.
Promote that.
No, because I started and I stopped it. Really though, like
bring it back,
Shell. Different hats. So like. My main thing is I gotta make sure my skills talk for me first. So like, what you guys do, y'all put a lot of time into this, and I don't want to just be throwing anything out there. You know what I'm saying? Unless I feel like it's quality. So
okay.
Most nights I'm just I'm boxing first, but I like to express myself in other directions. And sometimes I pick something up and I put it back down. But with boxing, I'm just gas.
Hell yeah.
Word. I feel that, man. So that's what's up. So that's why, again, a couple of the final thoughts from each of the four guys. Pilots, and you've been the quietest. And you got anything you want to ask Jeremiah real quick?
Nah, this is spoken the knowledge, man. Appreciate it, Jeremiah. Like this was some some real shit. You know what I mean? Like you can tell you're a true fan of the sport, and it's truly appreciated. Glad to see your come up, man, for real. So but this is Ring Radio all day, every day. So. Appreciate it. Have a safe weekend, everybody.
That's what it is, man. P.
Basically the same. You know what I'm saying? It's great to have you on Dreamland. You're a hell of a guy, stand-up guy. You're definitely a fan of boxing, and I definitely want to see how your career progresses. And it's only beginning. It's only at the top. We're only making our steps up. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun ride. It's always best when you get to watch from the beginning. So we're getting to see your career unfold. So we're at baby steps, but it's going to be great by the end. So we just look forward to seeing it.
For sure. Appreciate it, Cam.
That's what it is, man. Ayo, Shutter, what about you, bro?
Oh, man, this interview been amazing. Just real nigga shit. Like, you just been killing it. Like, I'm sure everybody's going to appreciate it when we chop it up, when they hear it all over the world. They didn't get it live. So I appreciate you acknowledging the artwork, showing love. I send you some more shit later, and of course, when you get them fights and people start, accepting the fade, I can get you when you knocking these dudes out and get some Mortal Kombat shit on, get some Evo type shit, you know what I mean? Some uppercut season shit. So just I'm just glad that you was a part of this moment, and I'm just glad that the Ring Gang just fit somewhere within your journey to the top, man.
Right.
Hope you ascend to heavyweight champion one day. I know that fight with Jared Anderson, I'll be there.
For sure.
That's gonna happen, man. Like truth to power, like we gonna speak it into existence, man. Jeremiah Dreamland Milton versus Jared Anderson.
Yeah, that's a fire fight right there.
Coming when it's ready. Coming when it's ready. Just like Frank Sanchez and Johnny Rice coming soon.
Yeah,
sure.
that might happen faster. But no doubt, man, we appreciate it, champ.
Hey, thank you.
Definitely, and then obviously, Jeremiah, definitely, thank you for coming here, and also shout out to Johnny for arranging this,
Shout out to
Johnny
my
Rice,
man
man,
Johnny.
like stand up
Salute.
dude, Jeremiah, like I said, boxing, like I said, it's always good to talk about people to stand up dudes in boxing because honestly, sometimes they're not that many like that, or certainly not one that just that will take time to talk out to talk to fans for a couple hours or so, take time out of their busy schedule. And then that's something that we really appreciate, for sure. And yeah, definitely, man. It's gonna be on YouTube. We're gonna definitely gonna chop this up on our IG for sure, man. So yeah, make sure, man. So when you keep talking that nonsense, it's like, oh, American heavyweights are they're not there anyway. Just remember, man. There's a Jeremiah Dreamland Milton that's out there, man. He's on the work. So yeah. So don't follow him when he reaches to the top and everything. And you're just like the average dick rider. You guys see the No, seriously, I got called shit out because there's a lot of dick riding in boxing. Niggas don't know nothing.
Right.
And so but yeah, follow this man. He's on a journey right now, man. He's got to do something. So yeah,
And he want the fade. He want the fade.
He wants all the smoke.
I'm gonna show you better. I can tell you, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to go ahead and speak up, though. So yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. So yeah, obviously you can you see us Ring Gang. Obviously, type it into Google, man. Our website, our YouTube, our Podomatic, our Anchor, our Google Podcasts, our
Spotify, Facebook.
Yep,
we everywhere.
We're everywhere where you need to be. You know what I mean? So yeah, just make sure you get down, and then you tell your friends about us so they can get down, sub to our channel, especially sub to our YouTube channel, and then we can all be friends. So
TikTok,
especially, yeah. Yeah, and Jeremiah might have a clip on TikTok, depending how things go. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be sending a lot of cats to Dreamland in the very near future. So yeah, look out for that too.
man was knocking people through walls and shit, sending them through orbit.
Yo, that's it, man.
Coming soon.
That's it. So yeah, for myself, Pat Scoper, New England representative, for LB Shuttle with the God, the GOAT artist, for King P, for Conscious Pilot, and then for current heavyweight prospect and future heavyweight champion Jeremiah Dreamland Milton. This has been a wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Peace out.